Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever thought about adding a little, well, a lot of spice to your life? I mean, literally? Today, we're going to dive into the awesome world of growing your very own chili peppers right at home. It's this amazing journey from a tiny little seed to a big, beautiful, spicy harvest, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step.
I mean, just look at these. So vibrant, so fresh. Now, what if I told you that you don't need some huge farm to grow a pile of peppers just like this? What if you could have them right at your fingertips, ready whenever you are, and you grew them yourself?
And seriously, it is so much easier than you probably think. From picking out the perfect pepper for you to making sure it stays healthy and strong, we're going to cover the entire roadmap. You'll be a home gardening hero in no time. So come on, let's get our hands dirty and start with probably the most important decision you're going to make.
Okay, so first things first, we have to choose our chili champion. I'm not kidding, this is a huge step. The type of seed you pick is going to decide everything from how hot your chilies get to how tough your plant is.
And listen, this is something I really can't stress enough. When you start with high-quality, disease-resistant seeds, it's like giving your plant a superpower right from day one. You're just setting yourself up for way more success and a much better harvest on the road. It really matters.
So think of this table as your personal chili chooser, your cheat sheet. Let's break it down. Are you looking for something really hearty that you can use fresh or even dry for later? Then you're going to want the Tanaman G2. If you're all about that intense heat and getting a ton of peppers, Tanaman G3 is your guy. Or maybe you want something a bit milder but with tons and tons of fruit. Tanaman G5 is perfect. See? There's a perfect match for everyone.
All right, you've picked your champion. Now for the really delicate part, the very beginning of its life, germination. This is where we're going to gently coax that tiny seed into a strong little seedling.
And the great news is, you really don't need much to get started. All you need is your awesome seeds, of course, and a sowing tray. These trays are great because they give each little seed its own personal space to grow, no fighting with its neighbors.
So, what's the perfect home for these baby seeds? Peat moss. You got to use peat moss. It's super light, it holds just the right amount of moisture, and it's really gentle on those new little roots. Think of it as the 5-star hotel for chili seedlings. Okay, so here's the game plan, and it's super simple, just 5 steps. First, soak your seeds overnight. A cool little trick, any seeds that float, just get rid of them. The good ones will sink. Then drain those keepers on a tissue. Step 3, fill up your tray with that lovely peat moss. 4, pop 1 seed into each little hole. And finally, just tuck the whole tray away somewhere sheltered, away from any harsh, direct sun. And that's it. You've done it.
Okay, so your seedling is up and it's strong enough to move into a bigger pot. Awesome. Now our job kind of shifts from being a planter to being a nurturer. We've got to help this little guy grow into a big, productive plant.
And really, it all boils down to 2 main things. First, we're going to do some strategic pruning of these things called side shoots. And second, we've got to make sure our plant is getting all the right food through proper fertilization.
So what in the world are side shoots? Well, they're these little extra shoots that pop up in the armpit right between the main stem and a branch. And by simply pinching them off, you're basically telling the plant, hey, don't waste your energy growing extra leaves over here. Send all that good stuff into making bigger, spicier, better chilies. It is such a simple trick, but wow, the payoff is huge.
All right, let's talk about something that can honestly make or break a home garden. Pests. Yeah, I know. But keeping your plant safe is just part of the deal, and it's absolutely essential if you want that amazing harvest we've been dreaming of.
I mean, it's just a simple truth, right? The healthier your plant is, the better it can fight off problems all on its own. All the care you give it, that's its shield. A healthy plant is a productive plant.
So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you protect it? Well, you protect it by being smart and being proactive. The whole key is knowing what to look for and, just as important, when to look for it.
And this is so helpful. It's basically a timeline of threats. In that first month or so, your main enemies are tiny little bugs like aphids and whiteflies. Then, once the plant starts to flower, you've got to protect those precious blossoms from fungus and other insects. And finally, when you see actual chilies forming, you're on guard duty for things like fruit flies. See, knowing your enemy's timing is half the battle.
And now, after all of that care, all of that patience, all of that hard work, we're here. We've made it to the absolute best part. It's harvest time.
This is it. This is that moment. You walk out to your plant and you see these gorgeous, glossy, perfect peppers just waiting for you. I'm telling you, there's no feeling quite like the satisfaction of picking food that you grew with your own 2 hands.
And get this isn't just a one-and-done deal. A healthy, happy plant, like that Silabangi 2 we talked about, can keep on giving you peppers for over 7 harvests. That's right, a steady supply of fresh, homegrown chilies.
You know, it all just comes back to this one simple idea. It's not just about the food, is it? It's about the whole process, connecting with what you're growing, and that simple, amazing joy that it brings you. So, now that you've seen the entire journey, from one tiny seed all the way to a kitchen counter full of chilies, the only real question left is, are you ready to go get your hands dirty and experience that joy for yourself?